Ooh, there's nothing like feedback in the morning. Good morning, it is Thursday, June 3rd, and you are watching The Daily Dan, and this is where the intro goes, and the music, and ba-da-ba-ba-ba, not the Hawaii 5-0, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Good morning, everybody, it's time to get up, stretch up, stop doom scrolling, because The Daily Dan is here to save your day. Minus my voice, this still hasn't changed in the last few weeks. I might have to call my girl Christina Aguilera and ask her for some voice tips. How's everybody doing out there? Oh my gosh. I can't tell if the dream I had last night was a nightmare or not. It wasn't bad. you know, for a while there, I was having these really vivid dreams, really vivid dreams. And when I have dreams, I have insane continuity, right? Like it's like a whole day. Everything's there, and I love myself for that, like for having continuity in my dreams. I'll even half wake up, and if I go back to sleep, I can go back to the dream. I have to like make myself get up and walk around when I have a bad dream and like come alive before I can go back to sleep again, or I'll go right back to Freddy. And you know, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. But I wanted to make this page where as soon as I woke up, I just blurted out all the stuff that just happened in my dreams. Because I've had some crazy stuff. I had this like jet backpack once, and I was flying in space like the Zathura, you know, Jumanji in space. I got that gorilla. I've told you guys about that gorilla that's always coming back in my dreams, and the gorilla's trying to pull me apart into pieces, and that's it. Like, he don't want to like hurt me or anything. He just wants to pull my limbs off and then like on to the next thing, just like it ain't nothing. Just like it ain't nothing. I dreamt that I was watching the Daily Dan. You do too much Dan stuff then. You know, one time I tried to marathon The Office, and then, you know, I had a dream that I was at the office with Michael Scott. I had to take a break. You need to like cleanse yourself from the Daily Dan. Oh my gosh. So how's everybody doing? Hello Dan, hello. Good morning Dan, good morning. Good morning, everybody. We're still on Clean-ageddon. Look at it's getting a lot better. You can see floor. You can see floor. So we've made lots of progress, which is really good. I'm excited for the lots of progress. We'll get into a few things here today. First of all, the wallet update. As you guys know, I did end up getting another wallet. It's one of those little slidey wallet things, but not that crazy $150 version of the wallet. I just got, this thing was like 11 bucks. Here, let me see if I can get it to, this thing was like 11 bucks on Amazon, and it came in like 2 days. And it's got a just like, nobody uses cash anymore, so it's got this little cash slot in here, so I have like a 20 in there for like emergencies, but I never use the cash. And then it carries my cards. So Yahoo. I was worried that I'd sleep through the show. Good thing that it is on demand. Don't you hate when you dream you're in your house, but it's exactly right, but it's exactly right. Like parts of it are bigger than usual, or stuff that isn't in the right place. Yes. Okay. So whenever I have dreams I'm at home, or even like at work, I'd have these work dreams. Oh my gosh, I'd work a whole damn day at the Block Bike shop, and then I'd have to get up for work when I woke up and worked for it. But the shop looked different. The shop looked different. Amanda says, "Good morning, everybody." Hello. Good morning. I need a bifold wallet. Mine is falling apart. Two-fold wallet, so it's 1, 2, or one fold is just a fold, but bifolds, 2 folds. I don't know. I went from like a regular wallet to like this slender thing that I'm gonna lose. I already lost it this morning when I went out this morning. I already couldn't find it. But I'm excited to have something slim and slender, so I lose everything at once, because I will lose it. Because I lose everything. One time after watching several Gone to the Snow Dogs videos, I dreamed I was at Jess and Jamie's carving pumpkins. Perfect. Then you've done it. And it probably is exactly like your dreams. I've actually lived your dreams. Oh, Dan, everybody. Dan, I've actually lived your dreams, and it is exactly like it is in the vlog. There's not much difference at all. Not much difference at all. My card wallet is attached to my phone. That's right, you were saying that on the back, but I have like this on the back of my phone. I don't want my card wallet on there because I hold this a lot, and I don't want to deal with that. But this is close to it though, Brittany. Like, this is close. So I'm pretty stoked with that. Also, I'm a little bummed that I can't make breakfast for you because I still can't get the barge here, which is shoved back in this corner, into the kitchen yet. Which I'm gonna have to get this cleared out because I have to do Getting Baker Crystal tomorrow there, which we'll be making donuts on National Donut Day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have a pop socket on the card wallet. Okay, and then it goes to the thing. Alright, I've been purging myself before I move into my new house, Foxy Koala said. Yes, it feels good. It doesn't feel good at the time, but afterwards it feels good. My Jeep is full of like trash stuff, just like to get rid of. Not like food trash, but like trash stuff that we were getting rid of. So today I'll take it over to the dumpsters that are at Crystal's work. But it feels good. That back bedroom's looking great. The other bedroom's almost done. Blake doesn't know about it. I dropped off AJ for his last day of school for the summer. I did see that he was graduating. Oh, they grew up so quick. As soon as they graduate from like 1st grade, it's just like boom. Next thing you know, it's like 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. They start ticking off. I still got the garage to do. Oh my gosh, here's how you clean the garage. Shunk. Poof. Poof. You burn it down. Burn it down, unless you have pet stuff in there. So I like to cook breakfast for you guys, right? But we can't do that this week, so I went and I got us breakfast. Today, our breakfast is coming to you from Jack in the Box. Hey Dan, why aren't you eating at McDonald's? Because you love it so much. I do love McDonald's. I do, but the problem is I don't like McDonald's breakfast. McDonald's, your breakfast sucks. Also, hey McDonald's, if you can serve McMuffins, well, not during the pandemic, but if you could serve McMuffins all day long, could you please just have one breakfast cheeseburger? Just a McDouble? Just a McDouble, please, so I can have breakfast burgers. So, that is the reason why we are not going to McDonald's today. Even though I wanted to go across the street from the Carl's Jr., from the Jack in the Box to McDonald's and get my dollar soda, I refrained because I didn't want to be late for the show, and the line was a little long over there since I can see across the street to where the McDonald's is at. So yes, we will have a little bit of a food review. I did see this morning when I got up and I was looking for something to like talk about. Boop. So I saw this. Jack adds a new triple bacon cheesy jack? What is this? What is this? The triple bacon cheesy jack features 3 beef patties layers with 3 kinds of cheeses and 3 kinds of bacon, all sandwiched between a buttery bakery bun. And guess what? We have one here today. Hopefully all my stuff will be set up soon here, like so I can hit buttons and stuff, but right now I'm doing everything by clicking. I am starting to like the bigger monitor though, now that I got it on that arm and it's pushed back. It looks really nice. Heart attack on the bun, I know, right? I don't understand why they wouldn't have a full menu all day. I'm sure somebody that works at McDonald's can tell you how, like, I think some of the machines are used for other things, but just one little 10-to-1 basket so I can get my McLove on before 10:30 in the morning. Sometimes I look at the clock and I base my day on when it's 10:30 and I can go out so I can get myself some nuggets. That looks and sounds good. I don't like burgers. That is right, you don't like burgers, but let's check this thing out. Let me get a plate. Sorry. What's up? Are you guys done eating? Are you guys done eating your food? I think the cats are done eating and they're just lounging up there. We'll leave that on for a little bit so you guys can watch the cats. Here, I can make it a little bit bigger. Alright, so I got it here. I got my drink. I haven't touched anything yet. Let's see. I did make sure to get, if I'm going big, crisp cut fries, because you got to have those crisp cut fries. I haven't snuck anything, like, I haven't touched anything. Okay. And then here, the box says juicy. Remember when the back of every girl's sweatpants used to say juicy before every girl started wearing, like, the jeggings? Okay. So put it in there. Alright. So this is it. Welcome to Dan Tries Food Reviews! Featuring, well, probably some of the cats as soon as they smell it. So today we're reviewing Jack in the Box's all-new triple bacon cheesy jack that I just got minutes ago. And you're gonna want to stick around to see, what did I used to say? To see how this thing rates. That's right. I see Mooch down there already. So the first thing we do in these food review videos is see if they look like they do on the photograph. I am able to pull this thing out because it is not pouring out with stuff. Kumiko wants out. You can see that maybe it does look a little bit better in that photograph on the bottom left corner, but I am not too mad at this. Not as bad as Kumiko. Here, let me let her out before I can continue. Dude, why do you always run out there like you're gonna go to the bathroom? Okay. So I'm not mad at this. It looks pretty good. It looks a little bit bigger in the photograph, a little bit taller on the stack. If I pull it open here, you can see that it is loaded with 2 pieces of bacon, or maybe 3 pieces of bacon. Here, I can get this closer to the camera here. That looks pretty good there. So you can see all the bacon and all the cheese. It looks nice. 3 kinds of cheese, great, because that's what I need. That's what I need. So this thing looks pretty good. And of course, the best fries in the game, they're crisp cut fries. Let's try some of those. It looks good. It is good. Hey, Mooch. Mooch is here to help taste test with us. All right, Mooch. We're gonna try Jack in the Box's all new triple bacon cheesy jack. But before that, I'm gonna take a sip of cherry Pepsi, which I think I messed up on this, and I'll tell you why. Ugh. Oh, man. Oh, this is why I like McDonald's. So I asked for a cherry Coke, and it's one of those machines where they put Coke in there, and then that cherry syrup's on top. I can tell, it's just red cherry syrup. This is not cherry Coke. This is Coke with cherry syrup in it. Oh, I knew I regretted my decision as soon as I ordered it. And it's like flat. Oh, disappointed, Jack. Oh, disappointed. All right, without further ado, this is Jack in the Box's all new triple bacon cheesy jack. Cheers. Some here on. This is blocking your way. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, Mooch. Here, your turn. I like Sam. I'm gonna need one more bite before I can make my review. When I started making the food review videos, I had watched a few, but like I didn't want to watch a bunch because I didn't want to like copy somebody else, because I would. And I'm like, what am I gonna say? And then I guess I'm gonna need one more bite before I make my review. Just kind of happened one week, and then one of you guys commented it, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that every time. All right. So if you guys ever had Jack in the Box's like breakfast jacks with that cheesy, buttery like bread and that just like taste, that's what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like a burger at all. It tastes like a breakfast burger. I'm a little bit disappointed in it, to be honest, for it being listen to all these words, a triple bacon cheesy jack, 3 kinds of cheese, bacon, all sandwiched in a buttery bacon bun, or buttery bakery bun. It's disappointing. Mooch likes it. It doesn't taste like anything. I just taste too much cheese. I taste that like that melted fake cheese taste. Oh my gosh. Is your cat named Carfield or Garfield? Because Carfield would be cool. So, it's not very good. I thought we were gonna be super stoked. It just came out. We're gonna review some food. If you can see it here in the middle, you can see all the mushed up patties with the cheese. There's nothing really dripping off of it. The bacon's okay, but it's all immemorable. It doesn't taste like anything at all. Oh my gosh, I am not excited to eat the rest of this, although I will because I'm hungry. But this is like pretty bad. Did you guys not like test this thing with, you know, people? What's going on? It doesn't taste like anything. Mooch gives it 4 out of 4 paws. He does. Let's see, Mooch. Would you like another piece? It's right here in my hand. He would. Mooch approves of it. Maybe I'm just a fast food snob after doing all the reviews. But I'll tell you what. Jack in the Box's new triple bacon cheesy jack just tastes like cheese. And you know what? If it's called a cheesy jack, then it does what it says. So now I'm conflicted with my score. I'm gonna eat the Rat King version of crispy curly fries while I try to figure this one out. I'm mine. Tastes like fake cheese. That's all it tastes like is fake cheese. Disappointed. LOL, it tastes like Jack. A little bit. A little bit. So here's where we're at. Disappointing burger, even more disappointing version of cherry Coke. But good fries. Arby's has the best curly fries. I only had them like once and they're good. Jack in the Boxes I feel like are the same. But this is sad and expensive. I can write it off though because I'm talking about it on the show, but that don't mean anything. I knew I was gonna be disappointed, but at least I won't have to make muffins all day. That's the worst thing ever. I do love cherry Dr. Pepper. I have not tried the cherry Dr. Pepper yet. I should try it. But like I said, this isn't cherry Coke. This is Coke out of that machine that does all the flavors and then they put the cherry juice in it. And it's all red on the top. This is not cherry Coke. So I'm disappointed. Mooch, however, was happy with the burger. So I'm gonna give Jack in the Box's triple bacon cheesy Jack like a 2 out of 5 Hawks for its taste. It gets a 5 out of 5 Hawks for the name, but the taste is 2.5 out of 5 Hawks. Two. I don't like it. It just tastes like cheese and nothing else. I can't even taste the patty or the bacon. There's no fun sauce. It just tastes like cheese. But if you want a cheesy triple Jack, that is a 4 out of 5 because you will just taste cheese and bun. For a limited time only, thankfully. This meal was like $10. I can get a McDouble and a McChicken and a Coke and a dollar fry through the app for like $6.50. $5.50. It was $5.50. This is twice as much and it's gross. Jack in the Box. I'm not high enough to eat your food. I guess that's it. You're about to go the way with Taco Bell. Which I know Hannah had a good Taco Bell experience. That's fine. That's fine. You know, you can have that friend that's cool until they get drunk and you're like, why do I hang out with you? You know? Every now and then you get a good side. And you got a good side. That Nacho Bel Grande or whatever you had looked good. But I've quit Taco Bell. And now, Jack, I think I'm gonna quit you. I think I'm gonna fight you. I challenge you, Jack, to a boxing match before the Logan Paul and Mayweather fight. Before they fight, I'm gonna go out there and I challenge you, Jack, to a fight. And you, Ronald. And you know what? I'm okay with you, Ronald. I don't have beef with you, but I definitely have beef with you, Jack. I'll fight you, Idea Box from Best Buy. Oh, I have a grudge against you. But I think I've broken up with you, Jack in the Box. You guys have all let me down. All of you. All of you. All of you. I asked the other day, I was trying to do a giveaway, but Hannah keeps on winning them, and I can't keep sending Hannah stuff. Go. Oh, hold on, my camera, I hit the button on the camera. There it goes, sorry. So, I tried to ask you guys how many sauces I got the other day in the McNuggets that I ordered. Remember when I asked that in one of the RFS millions of groups that there are? I don't even know. So, I asked because, I don't know if I told you the story. So, I went to go get the BTS meal with that's me driving, with the nuggets and the new sauce. And I get there and I open an app. Did I tell this story? Did I tell you guys the story about how I got like 0 anything? Yes, okay. Steve says Taco Bell keeps forgetting to give me the sauce, and it's so crushing when I don't have sauce for my tacos. Dude, isn't it not the most crushing thing when you don't have dipping sauce for your fries or anything? You're like, I have to eat this dry? Dry, dude. No spit. So here's the thing. So I pull into the McDonald's and I'm on speakerphone with Jess. And Jess is doing the same thing. She's like, I'm picking up food for Jamie and I. And it was BTS Day where they have those 2 new sauces. And I think I might have told this on DANtics. And so I'm all excited. I go to the app and I order the BTS meal and it asked me for the sauces and none of them were the new sauces. So I was sad. So I ended up not ordering the meal. I ended up just getting some nuggets, because it was like buy one get one or whatever. So I got a bunch of nuggets and I ordered barbecue sauce. So the lady comes with my food to the car and I'm like, hey, do you have those BTS sauces? And she says yes. I was like, oh my gosh, how do I get those? She says, you have to order the meal. I said, I tried, but in the app, it wasn't under the list of sauces. She says, no, it comes with it automatically in the meal, and those are just the sauces that they ask you for. I'm like, can I get the sauces? She's like, and she locked up a little bit, and like, I could see her brain working. She's like, you have to get the meal for the sauce, like you have to order the meal for the sauces, like that's how they're distributed. And I was like, okay. So then I like didn't say nothing. So I left with my nuggets and stuff. No problem. Like I'll try again next time. No big deal. You know, after all, you guys did put plastic in my food, in my burger. And then the other day, I think I was trying to show the group chat I got a quarter pounder and it had like a cheeseburger bun or something in the middle of it. Steve would know. It was small and it was so weird. It looked like a UFO. So I get home and I'm like, man, I didn't get the sauce. And Jess has the sauce and she's reporting back on me and I have no sauce to report back on. Like, you know, we're like, let's try the sauce together. So we're all excited. So I open it up and there's no sauce at all. There's not even the sauce that I asked for. It's just no sauce. Who brings nuggets with no sauce? So I got nothing. I got no BTS sauce at all. Like nothing. It was a regular bun on a quarter pounder patty. Yeah, that's what it was. You know that Freddy sauce I sent you? Yes. They have a jalapeno version of it. Oh my god, I have to go through all this sauce first. I do like the Freddy sauce though. I do like that. Not with seasoned fries, but with regular fries. So, yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's the worst. Mooch is sitting right here, by the way. I'm like, this sucks, but I have that sauce bag in there. So I got some nugget sauce out, and I did that, you know. And then a couple days go by, and I try to convince Crystal. You can see I got a little bit of caffeine in me. This is why I don't have too much caffeine, because now I'm all jittery. So I asked Crystal, I was like, hey man, I need some revenge. Like I need a win. I think I was looking for a win from all the bad stuff that happened to me that week. And we went to the McDonald's and I did get that sauce. And it was really good. Maybe, well see, the Daily Dan happens at 10:30. Maybe I'll try to acquire the sauce. But what are we gonna dip it on with on the show here? Because everything's too early in the morning. Yeah. I usually try to avoid ordering things with sauces because everyone forgets to give you sauce except Arby's. It's hard because my Arby's is like 20 minutes away. It's over there by the Best Buy and the mall. It's by the mall. KFC chips with their gravy. Yum. I had KFC. Lilybug. Hi, by the way. I have had KFC like 2 or 3 times in the last like 20 years. I used to eat it so much as a kid. The last time I had it, their mac and cheese was so good, and we really loved their honey mustard sauce. They had a really good chicken burger here in America. They were really good. You can try that sauce on hash brown sticks from Del Taco. They're open early. Okay, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that. I'll have to figure that out without mukbanging too much on the show here. Man, I'm a mess. Look at this. This is what your boy Dan looks like in the morning. I look part Joe Dirt, part like I'm sleeping on Courtney Love's couch. It's that faded hair. It's that faded hair. But what am I gonna do until I can bleach it? There ain't nothing I can do. It's just a mess. It's just a mess over here. All right. It's been really hot. It's 8:56 in the morning and it is 90 degrees out here already. So I have 2 TV trays that sit right here. And Mooch comes and sits on the TV trays, see it in his little spot? And then right under here, as soon as this is over, I'll turn it on, is the air conditioning unit. So I have my desk all set up right here, and I have the air conditioning unit blowing straight on me. Here, let me turn off this camera here. I'm sorry. Bloop. I'll get that all set up this week before Crystal's show for sure. What happened is I backed up this program software that has all my settings in it. And it didn't. It backed up my preferences, not my settings. So I have to start all over. So I turn this on. It blows. It keeps this little corner cool, and then we don't melt. We don't melt. So Mooch knows he's down here getting all settled in because he knows the air conditioning unit is gonna come on soon. Also, I've been flying around these little helicopters. You guys remember these things? I've been flying around these little helicopters, but they're all coming out of the trash can because they're all they're like 10 years old and broken. I thought the cats would think they were fun and maybe try to chase after them. Nope, they are scared of those things. Hi, Di. Good morning, Di. Del Taco, I miss you. Yeah. Oh, when Jess came out here, I took her to Del Taco. I don't think she was too impressed. Jason, too. When Jason was out in Chicago, he doesn't have one. One time, he was coming back from Mackinac, and he went around, like, to the Wisconsin area to go to a Del Taco. It was, like, 3 hours away, and then come back down to, Aurora instead of just coming back down the other way just to go to the Del Taco. We don't have taco / Mexican places here. Dang. You have like American fast food though, right? Like, I mean, yeah, you'll have like McDonald's and the Starbucks and stuff, but no like Taco Bell. I know Helen found the Taco Bell in Australia, but she's in Adelaide. I know there's one in Perth. Lilybug, you go to Taco Bell and like normal, right? In Australia, I think there's one in Perth, but none in Germany. The OG Del Taco is worth a stop next time you go to Vegas. I don't know if the OG Del Taco still does it, but there's this Del Taco up over here in like Hesperia, and they're like known for like really fat portions in their Del Taco, like and really like a lot of meat and stuff, like they load it up. But I honestly haven't heard that thing, Vince, in like at least 10 years. 15 years I haven't heard it talk about that. Last time I came back from NASCAR in like 2006 or 7, I went by there and it was there. It was there. Jess isn't impressed unless it's made in Michigan. You know, you might be right about that. I get McDonald's 4 days a week since it's a part of my work patrol. I love the High C orange soda, yum. Okay, so I loved the High C orange growing up too. You know, my friends and I would hang out, and if we weren't getting cubes of Pepsi, remember when Pepsi came in cubes? We would get 20-piece nuggets in High C orange, and I loved it. And then recently I championed the High C orange because it was back and I had it, and I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan. I try to be a fan. I try to play it up as a fan. I'm not a fan anymore. I can't. It tastes like flat Fanta now. You know? Lilybuck said, I worked at Taco Bell in the 80s. See? That's so cool. Making those chalupas. No, there wasn't chalupas back then. There were chilitos. I worked at Arby's for 3 weeks in the 80s. I don't know if I could work fast food. Could you guys imagine me working in fast food? I'd be like, welcome to Dan Burger, home of the Dan Burger. Can I take your order? I'd be like, yeah, give me like 1 cow tipper. And I'd be like, oh, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. And then, oh, whoa, whoa. Bleep, bloop, 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 bloop. And then I'd be all like, give me 1 cow tipper. And like, I'd be so slow at it. You don't want me making your food, right? I don't even have to spit in it to make it like bad. Oh, I couldn't do it. I've only worked retail once, and that was the bike shop. That was my first retail job. I worked at 3 hockey rinks. I worked at a print place. I worked at NASA. I worked at a print shop. I worked at a bike shop. And now I'm doing this. That's it. That's been my like work life history. I got longevity at jobs, don't I? I love Good Burger. Me too. I was a little too old for it, but it's fun. The routine working at a kitchen like McDonald's would drive me insane. Yeah, it might drive me insane too. Or I would like it because I'm really fast and I'm really hyper and upbeat and really good with people, so that's fine. But, you know, I think I might have burnt out all my retail love at the bike shop. Yeah, so you guys would have liked me at the bike shop. Imagine coming and buying a bike for me or hanging out with me. Like I said, this was just what it was like. I would just mess with the customers all the time. I'd try to figure them out and see if, like, I would just try to make them laugh or try to make them, like, feel good about being inside the bike shop. And it worked, like, 99.999% of the time. It was fun. You got to just BS with people all day. Noggles was taken over by Del Taco. Yes. So we had the Noggles down in Garden Grove when I was really little, maybe like 5 years old. We had Noggles down in Garden Grove. And then it turned into the Del Tacos. But I never had the Del Taco. I didn't eat Del Taco until like my first girlfriend. I was like 15 or 16. 15 or 16. I think 16. Because my sister ran around on my 16th birthday singing some Meatloaf song about being 16 and never been kissed or something like that. I don't know. You know. Working at Fry's Electronics ruined working retail for me. There is no way in hell I'm ever going back to retail again. Dang, what Fry's did you work at? We had Fry's in Burbank. We had Fry's for Burbank, and it was popular because like all the like people would go there, like Be Real from Cypress Hill would be there all the time, or like anybody else that lived in California, you'd always see pictures of celebrities at the Fry's in Burbank. Fry's was pretty cool. Retail wasn't bad as long as you could just like, I don't want to do food retail because you're already showing up hangry, and then nobody's got time for my jokes when you're hangry, right? I worked at Radio Shack. I liked Radio Shack when I was a kid. That was cool. I liked Radio Shack, and then there was just no reason for it. Macho Nachos were so good. I miss Noggles. Oh my gosh, Macho Nachos. I was still little though. Like I said, I was like 4 or 5, but I have like flashes of Garden Grove. There was like a shopping center and a Noggles, and I think the Zodi's was behind it. I think there was a Zodi's there too. Working at Ralph's grocery store was good and bad. You know, my friend Nick's dad, like, he doesn't run it, but he's like, you know, like the dude in the like the white suit on the photograph, like the manager, or the dude that wears the different color things, not an employee of the month. He like does that. And they have a good living. Like he does well. Jimmy John's was the worst job I've had. I didn't like Jimmy John's. When Jimmy John's came here, I'm like, it was sucked. I like Jersey Mike's better than Jimmy John's. And why don't you like Jimmy John's? You just put the things in the slot. I always worried about being a sandwich artist at Subway though. I couldn't do it. It's not so bad now that they don't cut the bread the old way. They like slice it. But I couldn't do it. I'd mess it up. I would mess it up. They put me on the line when I worked at McDonald's. I never got to do drive-through or front counter. Yeah, see, I don't know what I would do if I happened to McDonald's. You can't put me to work at the food place. You're gonna probably have to put me on registers or people patrol, you know? Yeah, I worked at Dollar Tree and Domino's Pizza back in the day. My advice is don't eat at Domino's. Oh my gosh, that's the advice for everybody that's worked at everything, everywhere. You know? I worked at a bike shop. Be careful at the bike shop. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. The bike shop we were solid at the bike shop. Yes, go work at a bike shop. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, I could be saying about any of the old jobs, like after you work there and you see what happens behind the scenes. But at the bike shop was cool. Bike shop was cool. They fired me because I didn't memorize all 18 sandwiches when I was in the delivery driver, so I made the sandwiches. Yeah, you gotta learn the songs, like the McDonald's menu song. I had to answer the customer service phone for 14 months at work because of the popular sickness. I was going to kill someone. I am terrible at answering the same questions over and over. I don't mind that. The repetition stuff doesn't bother me, but it's still like, you still can push people to their edge. Look at me. I worked at the bike shop for 4 years, and at the end of the bike shop, like, I blew up. Not like, but like, I blew up. Boom, I'm done. I didn't care. I don't care if it's your husband's 50th anniversary on Friday and it's Wednesday. You should have ordered your bike last week. Where before I'd be like, let me see what I could do. Hey man, I got this really important thing. Can we get this bike here and blah, 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 blah. At the end, I'm like, that's your fault. That's your fault. And a lot of that happens when everybody becomes the same customer. You know, you have a human being coming in and pushing your buttons, and the human being leaves, and then another human being comes back in and pushes buttons more, and you're like, more human being button pushing, and then you wear out. Instead of, you gotta treat everybody individually, but at the end, it's one customer with many faces. So I get that. Assembly line, like you cook and assemble the sandwiches. Nope. I can't. I've made food for very few people in my life. I'm just sitting on the end of the couch. This is how formal the Daily Dan is this week with Chaos House. Chaos on the set. But I don't want to be responsible for anybody else's food. I can make a sandwich 10 times and it's different every time. Yeah, I almost walked out a few times on Fridays too. It happens. Yeah, I get it. I went in and I put the key down. I'm like, junk. I gotta go, man. I am out. That was so hard. That day was hard. Maybe I told a little bit of the story, but maybe one day I'll tell you the day that the week that Dan walked out of his job. My most favorite job was a barmaid. Yeah, but Lilybug, but you have that attitude for it though. Like you don't take no crap from nobody or nothing like that. So I can see that being an interesting job. This is why I love working security at night. I rarely interact with people. Yeah, but you only interact with robbers. You know? What do you do? What do you do? Like when someone wants to rob you, you can't like. It's your job. All of a sudden you turn into Axel Foley, and you gotta like. What do? Do you apprehend the people? Do you have a beeper? I remember how we were talking about beepers and pagers? I remember being over there by the 99-cent store. There was a Blockbuster Video there. And my friends and I were into hockey and stuff, so we rollerbladed around. We fruit booted around town. And they didn't want you rollerblading through the shopping centers, but like, you can't catch us. Not like bragging like we're fast, you can't catch us. A human being on foot is not catching a person that knows how to ride skates. Like, you know what I mean? So like, they wouldn't even chase us around, but I remember they had beepers and stuff. Like, what are you gonna do, beep us? All right, let's role play. All right, Brittany. Stick it up. This is a raid. I want you to give me all your McDonald's that you just got. Then what do? Do you take me down with an arm bar? Or a moonsault? Or do you call 911? What do? I mostly ask trespassers off the property. I have called the cops a few times. Why are they on the property? Are they looking for places to hook up? You can't do that out here. You'll find yourself driving around for hours. As soon as you find somewhere private, headlights show up. Not that I know, but like, that's just what everybody says in this town. I could not be one of those security people, not even at the shopping centers. You know, where there's a big grocery store, like a nail place, a boba tea place, which I've never had boba tea. We're gonna have to do that one day. A bank, you know, and the big old dude just kind of walks around and hangs out. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. I hate I hate confrontation. It'd be the worst job. I'd be terrified. Hook up, drugs, sleep. Yeah, well, you know, that's what parking rides are for, right? I was terrified that somebody was gonna go and try to rob us at Five Guys. Okay, and here's the thing. I get it, Katie. And I was scared too. When I met Crystal was working at the mobile right here at the corner. She was working graveyard at the mobile, and I hated it. I hated it because I didn't want her to get robbed or something to happen to her, and nothing ever happened. Very few crazies. You only hear, and I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm probably wrong, but you only hear how many billions of people are on this earth, and you only hear a fraction of a percent of the bad stuff that they show you on TV, like the robberies and stuff. But it doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen. But I'm still scared for a while. And then somebody ended up driving their car through there after she quit. We drove by one day and somebody drove their car all the way through there. So I'm like, I'm glad you're not there. But I'm sure nobody's coming to rob the Five Guys. Maybe the liquor store before the Five Guys. But even then, you'll be okay. But I get it though. Like, I don't want that either. We only had one guy come into the bike shop that wanted to try to like rob the place, kind of. I shouldn't even say that. That wasn't even accurate. But like, even at the bike shop, like I just, after a while you realize that like people aren't there to come hurt you. So, you know. Everything about reffing hockey games. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I reffed a hockey game. Okay, so I worked at the hockey rink, but I never took the reffing classes or anything like that, you know. But my friends would ref for money. We got paid like $20 or $25 a game to ref. Oh my gosh. So they'd ref the games and stuff, and I never went and took the ref classes. But you know, Steve, you played hockey for a lot of years. You could just ref. Like you've watched it enough. So I was in like Palm Springs with my girlfriend, and her son, no, I'm like 15. No, 17. I'm like 17, and I'm in Palm Springs with my girlfriend, and her brother's like 14. So I'm reffing like the junior tournaments before they get to the Bantam division. I'm not reffing it, I'm there to watch it. I have no equipment or anything. They don't have refs for this tournament, and they asked this other kid and I to ref. And I'm like, all right, so I borrowed someone else's skates. You know how that goes right away. So now I'm Bambi on ice, like I look like I don't know how to play hockey. They didn't even have a whistle. And this was like a real sanctioned tournament. And I went out there and tried to ref, and it was a lot harder than you think. One time I went for the face-off, and the puck slipped out of my hand onto the ground, and they both kind of looked at me, and instead of just blowing well, I didn't have a whistle, but instead of like calling it off and like picking it back up and dropping it again, like I just let them play for it. One of the other coaches didn't like some sort of penalty or something me or the other guy called, and they were yelling and screaming at me, like getting ridiculous. I was like, you guys know, like I volunteered to help for this because there was no refs, and dude, it went bad. I fell on the ground a few times because these skates didn't fit me. Dude, it was horrible. It went horribly. So embarrassing for me. So embarrassing. So yeah, so I don't know. I wasn't assertive enough for something. I don't know, but it got kind of a little bit out of control from the adult refs, or just, sorry, excuse me, the adult coaches on both sides. So it went bad. Hey Dan, I heard cops aren't doing anything about shoplifting in LA. I don't know where you would hear that, but LA, and we're the same as everybody else in the world. Don't steal. Don't steal. But no, we are not opening the doors and giving free reign to people walking out of stuff here in LA. We are normal like every other place. Oh my gosh, how do you not have refs for a sanctioned tourney? I know, right? And Palm Springs is like 2 hours from here, and it's hot and it's far out there. It's just so far out there. But dude, it just was embarrassing. I sucked at it. I was scared. I don't know why. I know all the rules. We know the rules, right? It's floating blue line, and you don't have to watch the offsides. I should have moved out to Cali to play. In the early 90s, hockey was insanely big here. The Mighty Ducks movies came out. Rollerblades were invented. It's hot out here. The Kings made it to the finals against the Canadians. Hockey was at an all-time high. Nobody knew how to play hockey out here, me included. So we all just sucked. There was leagues and teams, and if you were a hockey player and you came in here, you could have cleaned up. Nobody knew how to play hockey. But it was great because, like I've said before, the parents in the stands didn't have anything to say for the first handful of years because they didn't play hockey growing up, so they couldn't stand there like Little League and yell and scream, which might have been the worst experience of my life when Blake played Little League. I wanted to fight the parents in the stands. So yeah, dude, you would have cleaned up out here being Canadian. We would have like looked at you like, whoa, a real Canadian. When Emma played basketball, my parents had been kicked out of games before. My dad pushed a ref across the court once. Your parents are those parents. That was ridiculous. The baseball was ridiculous. So one time Blake was playing baseball. You know, he's like 10, 11, 9. The kid hits like a home run, right? And he comes around the bases and he gets to home plate, and we're all sitting there, and I didn't have my camera out, and he jumps on home plate. And as soon as he jumps on home plate, we all cheered. And then all of a sudden, I see the kid throw the baseball all the way back to the kid at third base, and he walks over to the dugout and tags the kid. And the referee, or the ref guy, the umpire, is that what they're called in stupid baseball? The umpire starts talking to the other coach, and then he goes, "You're out." And they're like, "Well, why is he out?" And they're like, "Well, the kid didn't touch home plate." And the parents were like, "Yeah, he did. Like, that's when we started cheering, when he touched home plate." And he's like, "No, he's out." So they called the kid out, right? Which, I don't know. All the video games I played from baseball, like, once you hit a home run, it's over. So there's some weird rule, like the kid didn't touch all the bases, so it doesn't count. And they were wrong. They were wrong by, like, we were cheering when the kid jumped on home plate and everybody was crowded around him and cheering. And I watched parents lose their mind. I watched parents get escorted out of there because, yes, that was a wrong play. But it mattered to them so much that they acted such a fool that they were getting escorted out. People from the other team were coming over to escort the parents out because of that. And people on the other team were pretty upset because they saw the play too. Parents, not the coach. So it was a bad play, but oh my gosh, I've never seen grown adults just lose their mind over a Saturday afternoon watching their kids play. It costs money for this, you know? That's how hockey is here. That's what I loved about hockey here in the early 90s. Nobody knew. My dad coached our team. We had a coach. The very first season we played, we had a coach, and he never showed up. My dad stepped up and was like, I'll learn hockey, and him and I learned hockey. Dude, we thought a power play is when you slap shot at the puck, and a shorthanded goal is when you just skated it in for the longest time and shot it in. We knew nothing about hockey at all, and him and I put together teams. We figured it out with other adults and other dads who wanted their kids to play, and we all played. And there was rough stuff that happened, but the parents and the audience were not yelling and screaming, and that was the best part of all of it. Parents who get aggro aren't allowed to come. I know, Lily, but and there's signs everywhere too. They spend money on signs that are big metal signs, having this big old haiku about don't be shitty to your kids when they play baseball. Yeah, so I thought that was crazy. I coached hockey. My nephew played hockey. He's probably like 10 years younger than me, maybe? No, 7 years younger than me. He was in the juniors when I was in teens, and his dad and I coached, and we did well. We ended up winning and stuff like that. And I coached, but one time, our coach, who's my brother, did flip out and go on the ice and start punching dads. Because of course, right? But I didn't. I kept cool, like old Barry Melrose. I kept cool. So I never went crazy or showed craziness to any of the kids that I coached when I would coach or do clinics and stuff from when I worked there. But anyway. So that's what happened. Cops got called to the games all the time because parents would fight each other or try to fight the refs. Yes. I watched my bro. He lost it and just jumped over the railing and started grabbing and punching and slugging. Sometimes I wish I had that angst. Imagine me. That'd be so cool. Boom, bubble. One time I remember I got laid out by this dude, and then the next season I was sitting there, my friend Eddie got my back, and this big old dude came around, his name was Pedius, and my friend Eddie hit him, and then they started fighting, and my friend Eddie punched him in the face, and a big bubble came out his nose. I'll never forget it. A big bubble came out his nose. So cool. I've never punched anybody, yet alone make bubbles come out their nose. Oh my gosh. Grayson, I love going to watch the Perth Thunder ice hockey. Oh my gosh, I wish we had minor league here. We do have the Ontario Reign or something out here, but Ontario is like an hour and a half away from here. We have a minor league baseball team that just shut down here. Sucks, I guess, if you like baseball. I really wish that was a hockey rink. Oh, I really wish it was. I didn't do sports after changing schools. I only danced 1 to 4th grade. I didn't ever took like a dancing or singing. I was singing in the car on the way back from where did I go? Jack in the Box. Excuse me, from Jack in the Box. It was no good. It was no good at all. No good. I cannot see you punching someone. If you look like that throwing a punch. I got this guy in a headlock once playing hockey, and his helmet was there, and I could feel him slipping out, and I'm like, oh, he's like, let go, and I'm like, no, you're gonna punch me, and they popped out of his helmet, and he started slugging on me, and then by then the refs got there, so he only got 2 slugs in. But I didn't want to let him go because I knew he was gonna slug me a bunch of times. I always sing in the car, but don't give me a mic. It's bad. It is bad. It's just, I've tried to sing. I've had people help me try to sing. I've had people lie to me and say my singing isn't bad. But I know it is. I know it's bad. I'm not fooling anybody. Never played buckets and gloves. What is that? What's buckets and gloves? One time we didn't have a goalie, so I had to lay the net down. We had to bounce it off the back wall. I'm a scorer. Like, that's what I do. When we play games with no goalies, I hate it. I just deke around everybody. Oh, this is boring. But I don't know what buckets and gloves are. You should have started hitting him with his own helmet. No, I knew this dude. He's bigger than me and stuff. And as soon as he popped out, I'm done. I have no plan B or C or even A. Put your helmets and gloves on the dressing room and box your teammates. Put your helmets and gloves on in the dressing room and box your teammates. Oh, no, I never did that. I've seen videos of that. I never ever did that at all. I was more like Charlie from the Mighty Ducks. 0 penalty minutes, maybe 2 penalty minutes a season, maybe. Somebody trips on my stick, never taking penalties. Nope, I was slippery. I never tried to fight nobody. Hannah says, pass me the mic. I love to sing. Can you sing, Hannah? I just don't sound good singing. You were very, very good. I played rec league hockey on rollerblades. But, I did not fight. I did not fight with the people. I wasn't in trouble. I've gotten in trouble, but it's stupid stuff. I hit the guy in the head with my stick because I was mad. Then I got in trouble for that. Otherwise, like, I just wanted to play hockey. I always stayed out of the rebound in basketball because I always got hurt. If you're tall, you can get in there and rebound that. You got to rebound the ball like Rodman with those elbows out. I was point guard, so I didn't have to like really get in there too much. This hockey season has sucked. Yeah. If you're in the NHL, it has. Last night was nice though. It was nice to watch the Golden Knights choke in overtime. I wanted them to win so bad, but guy took a bad slashing penalty. Also hold on to your stick. I kind of feel like if you take a slashing penalty and your stick doesn't break, like hold on to your stick better. So the guy got slashed and his stick went flying and then they scored. And I was like, well, that sucks. People all over told me I am good at singing. I used to do karaoke. Hannah, they used to have these like booths at the mall growing up, and you could go get a cassette done and later a DVD, and you'd go into the booth and you could record your songs, and they had for real songs there, like chart topper songs, and you used to go in there and you could record your stuff. I never did that, but I remember seeing those booths with my eyes of like, oh dang, like you could go in there and record your own audio onto a tape. Mall? What's a mall? Just kidding. I had to go to the mall the other day I had to go back to Old Navy because Crystal got like she needs new clothes, so Crystal ordered just like a bunch of clothes, like hundreds of dollars of clothes, and she tried on what she liked and what she didn't like. She gave it to me so I could take it back to the mall, and I took it back to the mall, and there's like no stores in there that I even recognize. The Sears was closed. There's a Spencer's Gifts, but I don't need like a one-time only bong or edible underwear. Which growing up, you hear the words edible underwear, but I never saw them. There was no internet. I didn't understand what they were. And then I remember seeing them at like the Spencer's Gifts, and I was disappointed. But at the same time, I went like, well, what did you think they were going to be made out of? Lady Gaga's meat flaps? The meat flaps she wore. The meat flaps she wore. Lady Gaga's meat flaps? Like, no. Sears has gone completely from Canada. Dude, I haven't heard anything about Sears. Service Merchandise, I think, used to own Sears, and they went out of business, but our Sears is boarded up, and I haven't seen anything about it, so I don't know. Our Mervyn's is gone and out of business. Our JCPenney's, I think, is still there, but all that is just a pass-through to get to the mall from prime parking. And that's what Sears ended up being for me, too. I liked Sears growing up. I did, but then all of a sudden there wasn't a need for them anymore, or they just didn't keep up with the times, is what it says. A lot of the companies that didn't transfer to the digital age, like to the digital, like to the internet and stuff quickly, were forgotten because they're not in people's memories like an Amazon is. When are you gonna start watching AFL? I haven't watched it, but I can try it. I know the rugby is very popular, but I don't know much about it. It's kind of odd when you bounce the ball on the ground, but I can figure it out. I'm gonna need... Hold on, sorry, Crystal was texting me. I'm gonna need a new sport soon after hockey's over. I'll need a new sport after hockey's over, so I will try that. They closed up the stores like Zara, H&M, and Douglas in a lot of cities here. No loss. Us too, Becky. They made an outlet mall here. A big, huge outlet mall. The biggest shopping center. And they promised it was going to bring life to the Antelope Valley. People were going to come everywhere. There was an outlet mall with discount. It was a Levi's store. There was discount shoe stores. There was discount Sunglass Hut. It was pretty much the mall, but the outlet mall. You know how an outlet mall works, right? So... It bombed. Now there's like a Harbor Freight there and a buffet. It really bombed. It really bombed. Headable underwear equals fruit straps. Yes, it was like, they were like fruit straps, or like the roll out, like fruit roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups is what they call them here. I also saw one that was like those necklace candies too for the edible underwear. So crazy. So crazy. Outlets sucks. The prices aren't any better. Melissa, though, like, world, outlets didn't always suck. That's the thing. Outlets didn't always suck. But they also didn't promote outlet. There used to be a Sears outlet like years ago, and it was good stuff. I mean, like, 15, 20 years ago, and there was good stuff there. You can get all the real deaned up stuff. Now stuff's like $5 off there, especially the Levi's store. And then after a while, the Levi's store just turned into a Levi's store. But there was lawsuits and stuff and broken promises and stuff. So yeah, those outlet stores are bad. The next one's out in Palm Springs where I was talking about the hockey tournament. And the next one's by the Grapevine. The Grapevine's got a lot of outlet stores there because when the Grapevine gets snowed over, that is the main passage from Southern California to Northern California is that Grapevine. So it gets closed down. So there's lots of hotels and shopping. They're really high-end, bougie shopping, like Kardashian shopping places. My mall has like 3 stores in it. It's a ghost town. Dude, nobody's mall's more of a ghost town than the one at Jess's store in Alpena. She's like, we have a mall. And I'm like, let's go to the mall. Like, I wanted like a Wetzel's pretzel or something like that, you know? We went to the mall and it was like spooky scary. There's nobody there. Are my comments coming through? Yes, your comments are always coming through. And yay, look, you found a way to not do caps. So keep that up. Keep that up. I love how you call them malls. Yeah, that's what they're, the malls. Like it's a mall. But our malls here in like California or like in America, like our malls here are dying. It's dying. Our food court shut down at one point. We used to have a booming food court too, and it used to shut down. We had a Del Taco and a Taco Bell, and there was a pizza place, you know. Mall pizza was good. I liked mall pizza. We had the Orange Julius place. Melissa, you probably remember Orange Julius's, right? We call them shopping centers. Okay, in Australia, you call them shopping centers. Oh yeah, no, here it's the mall. We're gonna go to the mall. I miss Orange Julius, yeah. Right? Oh, you know what? My Life's Wicked Adventure. If you want to do all caps, you can. If everybody did all caps, you know what? I don't even care if people do all caps or not. It's just easier for me to read, honestly. I don't know. I don't have to live in the chat, so you do you, girl. You want to do all caps? You do all caps. That is fine by me. We have a big mall here, but it is too crowded. One of my dreams is I wanted to go to Mall of America. I've always wanted to go spend like a week at Mall of America. I love the malls. I love that stuff. I could walk around there and just people watch and listen to the commerce and feel the vibes. And oh my gosh, there was this one show. And it was called Mall Cops, maybe? Not Paul Blart Mall Cops, but it was called like Mall Cops or Mall of America or something like that. And it was the the Mall of America is so big that they have their own police force, and it was all the crazy stuff that they did. They're all like, oh yeah, we need police over at Fuddruckers. The old ZZ Top looking guys had one too many, and they're running through the mall. Past Buy Me Toys, and KB, and the Cinnabon, and they're running, and then they're getting there, and they're all in the mall, and then they're arresting the dude. The dude's all slurry and stuff, and it was cool. It was only one season, but it was a whole season of Mall of America, and the cops and all the craziness that happens in that big old mall. I always wanted to go there, but like malls are almost done, and I bet Mall of America's not in its prime anymore. One of you guys lives out there, and like, where is it at? It's in Minnesota? Shop till you drop, I would do it. Orange Julius is so amazing. We still have them. Yeah, we still have. Yeah, I don't think we have them here. I knew my mall was done when the arcade and the McDonald's left the mall. My arcade left the mall too, and I was very, very sad. I knew that the malls were over when the arcades left. Yes, you're right. And now the arcades are all just ticket collecting machines. Also, they took all the McDonald's out of all of our Walmarts. Like, all the Walmarts here had McDonald's in them, and all the McDonald's are ripped out of our Walmarts. There's just nothing there no more. It's gutted out. People watching is the best, isn't it? I can get down on people watching. A few years ago, a kid got thrown from the 3rd floor of what? The Mall of America? How you get thrown from the floors of the mall? You gotta watch out for that. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out why they took the Walmart or the McDonald's out of our Walmarts. It happened during the pandemic. They closed down, and they just didn't come back. So I don't know. It's Subway and Walmart now. It's more healthy. Super Targets have Pizza Huts and a pretzel place. The Meijer, though, the Meijer in Michigan had this pretzel place, and I've always wanted to eat there. But we always go to the Meijer because we're getting food for something else. And I always wanted to eat this pizza pretzel place. Walmart, McDonald's were always busy, but according to them, they weren't cost effective. So when McDonald's and Walmart first paired up, you could buy it at the register. Do you remember that? So you would go to the register at the Walmart like you were paying for all your food, and there'd be a menu right there. And I'm like, what's this? They're like, you can just order it here and then just go pick it up over there. And I'm like, all right. And then I'm like, Crystal, can I get a cheeseburger, please? And she's like, all right. So then, like, I got McDonald's, and then I took my ticket over there, and then they handed it to me. It was great. And then over the years, they took that away, then it just became regular McDonald's, and then now it's gone. But they put a Claire's in our McDonald's. Have you guys seen the Claire's inside the McDonald's? Or, excuse me, inside the Walmarts? As far as I know, the Walmart in North Las Vegas still has a McDonald's. You'll have to try it? What's North Las Vegas? My parents, or like my mom lives like, you know where the Stratosphere is? Like right behind there, there's some like 1-story houses, like on 5th Street, 4th, 7th Street, 5th Street. Like she's like right there by the Stratosphere. I don't think is that north? I haven't seen Claire's in ours yet. Yeah, here, let me see if I can find it. Claire's Walmart. Okay, so whoop, right inside my Walmart, there's just a straight hole like this, and just like straight up Claire's in it. Claire's. You can get your Heart of the Oceans, Melissa. Breast cancer sucks. My sister is doing her first chemo treatment today. Well, good luck to your sister. And I hope she kicks its butt. Our Walmarts are busy enough. We have a Claire's in the Dead Mall. We used to. We used to, but now it's in there. Which is crazy. I'm trying to make this small again. Bloop, bloop. Which makes me wonder, like, they could put other stores in the mall. You could put a KB in there, or you could, you could open up some other stores that are in there besides Claire's. Why not? A lot of people go to the Walmart anyway. Our Walmarts are always packed. We try to stay out of there, but I miss going to the mall to use the massage chairs. I've always wanted to use the massage chairs. I've never done that. I've never done that before, but I would love to. I miss old school malls, just like hanging out. When you'd park and it'd be crowded and just busy. You'd be there with your friends with no agenda. Well, then you're a mall rat if you're at the mall with no agenda. But still, I love being a mall rat. I'm watching Walmart videos. I love watching Walmart videos with all the really weird people. Weirder than me. Ha ha ha. Yes, people at Walmart.com obviously was crazy. Also, I used to get a very big kick out of Black Friday videos. During 2013 to 15, maybe. 13 to 15. It was, I couldn't wait for Black Friday so I could watch all the fights and all the crazinesses. Black Friday is dead and over now with online retail. So that's all dead and gone. But those years were so great. And I know it's bad. And those people shouldn't do that. But look, if you're going to be crazy and go there and be crazy, I'm going to watch you be crazy. That's what I do. So I'm watching the Walmart videos and the people at the Victoria's Secret store. You know that camera from the second story where everybody's running and grabbing Victoria's Secret stuff off the Victoria's Secret store? That used to be my jam, watching that stuff. The people getting crushed, that's not what I want to see. But I want to see people tugging and throwing stuff and stuff like that. And then that's all gone now because the last few Black Fridays, there hasn't even been any good videos up there because you just get it online now. You just get it online. When Vista Ridge Mall was winding down to close down, there was a couple of guys that rented out a space for like $100 a month and just called it the Hang Zone. They had video games and CRT setups. Ooh, nice. And a sofa and vending machines. It was literally a place to just come and hang out. Yes, we have barcades out here, or we do have like a hangout. Even on the boulevard, there's a place you can do VR stuff, and there's just couches and CRTs and stuff there, and it's like $5 a day. And you just go in there and you can play the stuff. I always thought that was pretty. That was pretty cool. The last time I went to a mall, where was it? Was it down in Little Tokyo? Yeah, there's this little mall in Little Tokyo that was kind of almost abandoned. And last time I went upstairs in it, they were putting a whole bowling alley there, brand new, like an entertainment center. But that was a couple years before the pandemic. Yeah, I was totally mall rat. Yeah, Black Friday used to be fun. Not anymore. Exactly, not anymore. Not anymore. Whew. Okay, it's getting warm in here. Mooch is down here sleeping. It's time to turn on this little air unit here. Maybe we should wrap it up. Maybe we should wrap it up. I have a list of things to do. I need to go buy the P.O. box. So for all you guys that sent me stuff at the P.O. box, today will be a P.O. box collection day. So I will definitely do that. Our bowling alley is now, yeah. I tried to apply to work at the bowling alley for like months. Bolero was always hiring. Like right when I quit the bike shop, I'm like, I'm gonna go work part-time somewhere and then do this YouTube thing. Like I'm gonna have a part-time job, not a failed job, but like an anything job. I'll work at the bowling alley. That sounds great. I wanted to work at the movie theaters. I'm like, I want to work at the movie theaters. I'm gonna go apply at the theaters. So like I went and applied at the theaters and they weren't hiring. I went and applied at the bowling place over and over again. And every week they were hiring at the bowling place, and they would never like. And also, but you know, and it would say that like 350 people applied for this job, and so did you. I'm like, holy cow, right? So I really wanted to work at the bowling alley because I thought it'd be super cool to work at the bowling alley. I'm so qualified. Look at me. Like I have a big mohawk. I'm fun. I'm good with people. I am great for your retail job. Like if you want your retail job to like have personality, I am great for it. And they never called me or nothing. And to this day, I still get emails like once a week that they're still hiring. And I just flip the email off and go to the next thing. I was like, I don't need you anymore because this is what I do now. Like, I don't need you, bowling alley. I would have liked working at the bowling alley. That would have been fun. I want to go bowling. I kind of do too. Let's go bowling. Oh my gosh. Fun live, everybody. See everybody on Getting Baked with Crystal. Yes, tomorrow at 6 o'clock Pacific, Crystal will be making donuts because tomorrow is National Donut Day. Be the cool person at your job. Remember that it is National Donut Day before everybody else. Post about it right at midnight so you can be the first one to tell everybody else first that it is National Donut Day. I need a small side job ASAP. Everybody's hiring. Literally everybody's hiring everywhere. So you can almost have your pick of whatever job you want now. We got a round one in the mall. Just reopened this month. It's like a mini Dave & Buster's with like 8 lanes of bowling and arcade games. Ooh, I might have to come down there and check that out. I do like those places. I do. Somehow the last time I bowled, I still got 100. I think, like, not Wii bowling, but real bowling, I think I barely can get... One time I got over 100. Otherwise, I'm in the 80s. I'm in the 80s. You know. All right, everybody. Have a good day. Do something great. Try not to melt out there. It is 93 degrees cool out already, and it is only 9:41 in the morning. It is going to be a hot one today, but fortunately, I have the little air conditioning here. Mooch is sitting here with me in front of the air conditioning because old man Mooch needs all the air he can get. All right, everybody. Have a good day. We'll see everybody tomorrow for Getting Baked with Crystal. Thanks for putting up with this wacky mess and stuff. You know, and thanks for letting me share my life with you. I'll see you tomorrow and figure out how to justify eating this heavy barf thing. Oh my gosh. Please don't get it. Please don't get it. Bye, everybody. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Well, me being me. On the Daily Dan. Bye, everybody. Stay cool, Dan. I'm gonna. Get some sun, sweetie. You're looking pale. I am a little bit lilybug. I don't go out in the sun anymore. I stay inside where I can breathe my own air. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo. No, it's still not the sound of Hawaii 5-0.